In this video, I'm going to show how you can edit a dance film or a music video without timecode utilizing multicam in Adobe Premiere. Alright, so to get started, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start layering out all of your different angles for each of your different scenes. So I have a dance film that I'll link below actually that I just put out. But this works with a music video or with anything that's synced to music. So what I would recommend is you create a multi-camera sequence, and using the multicam sequence, you will layer them on top of the music. So you'll sort each bit of footage that you have, and you'll sort it based off of location. And for an example right here, we have all of these in the same location. Then we took that and threw it in this sequence. Made it a multicam, and it probably messed up some syncs. And what you see in here is me creating markers and manually syncing them to where the song is. So once you've done that, I did this 3 or 4 times because I had 4 different locations. What I ended up doing was I ended up making a bunch of multicam sequences. Now I couldn't find this online, so I invented this workflow. But this in my head was the easiest way to cut over 35 different camera angles, because if you look at this, if you were to stack this on a timeline, at least a laptop screen isn't able to showcase how many camera angles there are. So what I simply did was I used multicam. Now, one of the interesting things about multicam actually is the fact that it only shows you the clip that's selected, but it gets complicated because sometimes you don't know how to choose what track is selected for multicam cutting. So what I would do is I would watch this and I would figure out where I would want to cut each camera angle, and then I would use this cutter. So I can demonstrate real quickly just how simple it is. So if you were to watch this and you wanted to cut it here, and you were to cut it to back here, you can simply just cut through each of the fluff. Now the beauties of this workflow is you can zoom in and you can actually take this shot and say you didn't want it. You can either change it to a different camera, or you can actually cut it and just simply delete it, and you're now onto whatever is underneath. So you can go through all of your footage just by going through this, like toggling on and off the tracks. But the thing that I could not figure out for the life of me was how to view the other multicams, and it's as simple as toggling this toggle. When you toggle this toggle, it gives you the ability to see your other tracks. So you can simply look at all your other different takes, cut it, move it around, and make a little edit. So I can show you guys basically a simplified version. So you would go up here and you would play it back, and you would cut your little piece together, flow underneath, and then you would keep it going. You can change the different angles, and you have an entire piece that's cut together. And then you can simply cut it, or what I like to do actually is use this track tool, maybe move it a little sooner, or you can move the edit like this and make your edit. Now one of the things, the final notes, is if you were to send this to Resolve, this actually wouldn't work because these are considered multicam sequences. So I also spent a long time figuring this out. So if you simply right click everything and go multi-camera and flatten, it actually takes whatever was cut and makes it into a regular file. So this is actually the linked recordings from the red that live right here. So I hope you found this helpful, and feel free to comment down below if you have any questions, but it's super simple. That is actually how I made this whole edit, was by using this method of tagging all your clips, creating multi-cameras, and then finessing it, and then eventually sending it to Resolve.